Yo guys, it's your boy Zon, and today I'm basically going to be talking about how I spent pretty much 3 years in hell. Now, there are people who have been in way worse situations than me, but this is just kind of my story, and it was kind of hell because I've never had to experience anything like that, and it's kind of, you get used to it, but it's still torture, and you just want to leave. So most people I know, and most people that I know online, they do know that I've been in a private school, basically for people who have anger issues and have done some shit to earn their way into pretty much a prison school. You could live there if you were extremely fucked up, and then you could also just go to school there and be completely segregated from every other person, kid, friend, anything you had, or anybody you knew. They would have metal detectors the first second you walked into the door. You'd have to get metal detected, so you had to give them your phone, you had to give them anything metal you had on you. So actually, I've had a few bad experiences with this. I brought my phone there one day, they locked it up, or supposedly locked it up. Somebody stole my phone, and basically we found it maybe 3, 4, probably even 5 days later, and it was completely destroyed, smashed up, like burnt, and I don't even know how it happened, but it was found in one of the residents. That's what they called them. They called them residents, the people who had to live there at that school. They found it in one of the residents' rooms. So yeah, it just wasn't that great. The only upside about the school was that I did get pushed further in my education, and I also got extremely delicious food during lunch. Some days it was completely disgusting, and I'd much rather just have that $5 fucking fake ass, not Pizza Hut pizza that they label as Pizza Hut, and just I would have eaten that over like some of the stuff they had there. But most of the time it was delicious. Like, there was spaghetti that tasted fucking amazing, and everybody loved that shit. There was meatball subs and all that. Like, it was low-key lit. So I basically got a fucking personal chef for, I don't know, like 3 years. Oh yeah, by the way, I am out of this school, so I just hope you guys know that. But when I first went there, I was in about 2nd grade. So when I first went there, it was because I had got expelled from my school I had been in before. So I had to go to a different school, and it was a different school. It was just a normal school, but I was put into a special education class. Now, people get that mixed up with special needs. No, I'm not autistic. I am kind of not safe to be in a normal class. That's what they labeled me as, not safe, pretty much. So I'd be put into a certain class, and it was okay because at least I was in normal school, right? But I had no idea that I would have to go to the academy. Also, the academy is the name of the school, by the way. Like, the name of the school was literally just the academy. So once I got expelled from that school and I went into that other school, I got expelled from that school too. I went on to the academy, and that's when all hell broke loose. I went there with my phone one day, and I had no idea that we had to get metal detected or anything. So I went there with my phone. They took it, and I put up a fucking fight. And I actually I ran away from the place because I didn't want them to take my phone. So I ran down this little street that led to a different neighborhood, and then they literally, a 3rd grader versus like a 27-year-old man, he literally just had to grab me by the arm and lift me up. And then I gave him my phone, and yeah. So that was definitely a highlight of any first day at a school I've ever had. And then the second day, it was relatively good. You know, we had these point sheets where you'd get graded, like A, B, C, and D. So an A would be 90 through 100, or 91 through 100, and then a B would be 81 through 90, and then C would be fucking 71 through 80. And then it just kept going down, and then once you got to 50, then it was an F. Just, you're fucked. So I kept getting like 100s, 99s, 98s, 97s, 100. Like, it just kind of kept repeating for that until like a month down the road. That's when everything broke fucking hell's dick in a bit. And oh my god, there was this one room, and I will never forget it because it was basically my home. I hated the room so much, and I was in there every single day due to me fucking not wanting to do my math, or just me being a little shit. So basically, it was this room. It's kind of like a solitary cell. There was this 500-pound metal door, and then there was a magnet. You'd be locked into that room. It was a tiny little, maybe like 10-foot by 10-foot room, and it was just, oh my god, it was a nightmare. And you could kick and hit and fucking just do anything you wanted to that door, and it would not give out. There was only one person who actually got through it, and he fucked up the person that was standing there too. Also, the core staff or whatever, they're called core staff. They're basically security guards, and they're like strong and big guys, so you don't want to fuck with them because they can put you to the ground right away. But there were also some people there that were tiny but could still fuck up anybody. So that person, fucked up the core staff, and the school was on lockdown, and that was the first ever lockdown that I had ever had to experience. So yeah, I kind of spent all my time in that room, and then there was another room where there was just desks and chairs, and there was about 6 of them in each room, just so it wouldn't get over too crowded. There was about 6 of them in each room, and they were bolted to the ground. So if you tried to do anything, pick up the desk, pick up the chair, throw it at somebody, you really couldn't. All the windows had things keeping them down. You could just see the light coming in, and you couldn't open them until a certain point. You could maybe open them about if you take your hand, put it flat, and then turn it sideways. That's probably how much it opened. And then there was blocks. In one of the rooms, you could actually they were kind of worn, and you could pull them, and you could lift the window up all the way, and a lot of people got out of that school like that, but they always got brought back because they're just not smart and they don't know how to run away. The next year, it was kind of the same thing. It was just me down in that room doing all that dumb shit. And then the year after that, that's when I kind of decided, I'm going to get my shit straight, and I'm going to actually try to work towards getting out. The first month or two, I actually didn't do good at all. I slept every day, and the only time I actually got up to do something was gym. And lunch, of course, My first report card, it was FFDFF, and then I think I had an A in gym, and then it was just F. Also, I forgot to mention that you literally couldn't go to the bathroom by yourself, and the bathrooms were had locks on them, so you literally couldn't do anything by yourself. But yeah, I decided to put my shit in gear, and we were outie. I had to spend the entire rest of that school year there, and it was just, oh my god, fucking phone. I had to spend the entire rest of the school there. I had to spend the entire rest of the school year there, and it just wasn't nice. The last year was probably the easiest of any year I've ever had in that place, so it was pretty good. That second year, I did get out for about 2 months, and then I got sent right back in, so that was something. But anyways, guys, that was my story about how I spent 3 years in hell, aka clickbait as fuck. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to drop a like, and remember to follow me on Twitter. I always appreciate that. I'm on the road to 150 followers on Twitter, so if you guys could follow me, that'd be amazing. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all later.